I'm so glad you joined me. And if you're new, this is Live and Laugh with Linda. I'm Linda. And on this channel, we love life, we love to laugh, and I love to share my life experiences, which are a whole lot, because as you can see, I wasn't born yesterday, and all kinds of different things. But thanks for joining us. Okay, today I'm starting a really fun series. It's called Senior Living, and it sounds boring, but y'all, it's not boring to be a senior. I am enjoying this part of my life. I really am. And that's what you got to do, y'all. You got to embrace where you are, get the best out of it, and learn to smile every day. Isn't that the truth? All right, so I'm almost 70. My husband's in his 70s, and here we are in this part of our life. And because of some life things that happened to us financially, we are not quite where we thought we would be. And not to mention the economic crisis we got going on in this country has put us in a position where we have had to pull it in, hunker down, buckle up, and get more frugal than we have ever been in our 50 years of marriage. It's been an adventure. Didn't think we'd be here. Sure didn't. I don't know if any of y'all can relate, but if you can, leave me a comment below. But this is episode 1 of my Senior Living series, and it's all about food. Y'all, it's called Eat Cheap. How in the world do my husband and I only spend, y'all ready for this? Drum roll, and my weekly grocery budget for food is $50. On a rare occasion, $75 a week. Now, you might think, well, y'all must just be eating, nothing. But we eat really well. And now I'm going to tell you how we do it. Let's get into the video. Okay, first of all, I need to mention a couple things. As I mentioned, there's only 2 of us. We don't have any babies running around. We don't have to feed kids. But we are here all the time. This is food only. This budget is food only. It hadn't got anything to do with toilet paper and paper towels. That's another whole category in my budget. Another thing is we cook. I learned really quickly that I had to go back to cooking from scratch. It's so much cheaper, y'all, to do that than buy processed things and packaged things and all that. I'm not saying we don't ever use them, and we do from time to time, but it's just cheaper to do it the other way. Number 4 thing I need to mention has to do with health. You're going to see that we don't have a whole lot of junk and stuff like that. We have to keep it that way somewhat for our health. But I don't want to give the impression we never have sugar, because we sure do from time to time. We do have indulge when we get a chance. On occasion, my husband or I, not every month, but we might take a little extra money out of our monthly all over budget, and we might go bargain hunting for some certain thing. My husband's really good at meat shopping, so he can go and he can find really great deals on meat. Do that. All right, y'all, I think I'm ready. The first thing y'all gotta do, let me show you how we do this. First thing, don't even make up your weekly menu plan. And by the way, if you do not make up a weekly menu plan, you really need to do that if you want to save money. Okay, first, don't do that until you take inventory of all that you already have on hand and things that you can use for the week, okay? So that's what we're gonna do first. We're gonna head around the corner to my pantry, and then we're gonna go to the fridge. Let's see what I got on hand right now that I can cook this week and use for my food. Come on, let's go. Okay, y'all, here we are at the door of my pantry, and y'all, I just absolutely love my pantry. This is one of the reasons I chose this house. And look how big it is. It's absolutely just huge. Now, we really needed this space because if you'll see on this side is all my husband's equipment. And as y'all know, he owned a restaurant, and he still does a fair amount of catering. So he kind of has a lot of his stuff here that he caters and cooks with. And then on this side, this is the side we're gonna look at, is where we keep our foodstuffs. Look here. Okay, first thing I need to point out is you're gonna notice there's not a whole lot in here, because what we can't really cook ourselves, we buy some things that you can just take out of the box. Like right here, I've got some Velveeta mac and cheese, and we keep this on hand for our grandchildren and these things too, because they love to make them with us. And so we keep some things like that. I'm looking over here. I got brown rice. I got some white rice. I got a little bit of egg noodles, not so much pasta. Plenty of flour, okay? And I got a lot of lentils here. I've got lots of beans. So I'm already thinking there's gonna be some bean soup in our future. So I'm gonna come on over here and I'm gonna look over this way and I'm gonna see what I've got over here. Let's see what we have. I see I've got a really good little jar here of Better Than Bouillon. That's my favorite to use for beef seasoning. I also look down here and I see I've got a whole beef broth thing. So I'm getting some ideas. I've got some chickpeas. Yep, I know what I can do with that. Up here, we're saving this up for Thanksgiving. Okay, I'm getting some ideas. I'm gonna look over here. This is this and that. These are just this and that things. I want to show you over here. You're not the only chips that I do buy are these. These are the gluten-free at the Walmart is where I get them. They are tortilla chips, and we'll use those sometimes. The only boxed cereal, dry cereal I ever buy is going to be well, these are called Toasted O's, and we get them at the Trader Joe's sometimes, and they have no sugar. This over here, or we'll do this. You'll see old-fashioned oats. We keep grits on hand, and we will have eggs and grits. We'll make. Sometimes my husband will make some pancakes up. We do it from scratch, and that kind of a thing. If we need anything of a snack that is salty, then we will pull this out. And y'all, it is so much cheaper than chips and all, and we can season it ourselves. And yes, we cook it ourselves. We don't do the microwave thing. All right, and these are some nature granola bars that we get sometimes that we do like to eat. Okay, I see I have Ezekiel bread. I've got eggs, got plenty of condiments up here. All right then, milk, I'm okay. Look at this, cheese, butter, sour cream, lots of butters, a little bit of feta cheese in the back there. Okay, I'm looking good. Let's check out the freezer. Well, yep, there's my Thanksgiving turkeys. I see chicken, I see fish. Okay, it's gonna be good this week. I got it. Now I've got a really good idea of what I've got on hand. I know what I'm gonna do to make a menu, and I'm gonna get on it and get that done, and then I'm gonna hit the road and get her done. See you in a minute. All right, y'all, here is my menu for the week. Okay, I only make 3 main meals a week. We don't need any more than that, and we eat on it all week long. And everything on this list and my meals are taken off of what I found in my inventory I just did. So to start with, we are going to have us some beef stew based on all the stock I had on hand and everything like that. I'm going to make some delicious biscuits to go with it. We'll make them from scratch. Actually, I'm going to make some biscuit bread. I'll share that recipe later on. All right. That's going to be good. I'm going to make a huge crock pot of it. I'm going to get minimal 3 meals off of that. And the biscuit bread, we eat on that for breakfast and everything else. It'll be just great. All right, so the next thing I'm going to do is going to be chicken and rice. And I already have the chicken in the freezer, and I've got plenty of rice. I saw some broccoli in the freezer, and that'll be our side. All right, and then next after that will be lentil soup. I had those lentils. I had chickpeas. All this is going to be stuff I'm going to put in it. Throw some of my kale in there I had in the freezer. And I'll pick up some sausage for Hubs if I can find a good deal, because he sure does love him some meat. And then he's going to make some of his famous cornbread. Y'all, that's going to be yummy, yummy, yummy. All right, so that's my 3 meals. We have no problem with meat, with leftovers. I mean, this is my meat list right here. Beef, turkey, sausage, and I'll get some lunch meat because Butch does enjoy some sandwiches. And then the rest of this is going to be some things I saw that we needed. Okay, y'all, I'm back. So what we're going to do now, I'm going to show you the haul that I got, what I got for the money that I told you I was going to spend and how it went. Let's do this. Okay, so here's my grocery store haul. I just got back from purchasing, and I did a great job, if I do say so myself. This food right here is going to feed us for a full week, and I'm right now going to show you how I'm going to do it. Let's go ahead and start with the meat, okay? So I started out looking for stew meat, and y'all, I just decided to go with stew meat instead of a pot roast because, believe it or not, that was cheaper by the pound than the roast sitting right next to it. And it's choice beef. I can trim off some of the fat a little bit, doesn't have hardly any, and that's going to do us well. I'm going to make a huge crock pot. It'll feed us multiple times. Then I went on over and found a really good deal on some good smoked turkey sausage to go in my lentil soup, and Butch is just absolutely going to love that because, as I said, he loves him some meat. And then I also found this really nice package here of a pound of some good lunch meat. It's some Black Forest ham. It's Old World Black Forest ham, and it's thick cut. So Butch does not care for the thin cut. So I grabbed that up, and that's a whole pound, and that's going to work well for us too. So I did really well. All right, now I want to point out these 3 meat packages here were half of my budget. But I knew what I was doing with it all, and I knew how many meals I could get, so that was okay. Now, I want to share with you what I spent on my entire budget. So let me pull this thing up. Let me get this receipt in focus. Let's look at it. Look at that, y'all. $46.41 spent for the whole week. Let's just stop and have a round of applause. Just saying. But I was real pleased I got it all. I also picked up some salad stuff that wasn't on the list because I decided I'd like to have a salad. Got another thing of broccoli. Of course, I needed some bread and some coffee, and I got some bananas. And it just was a great day all the way around. Okay, and then for the grand finale, because I came in under budget, I decided to make us a treat for the fall here, and I went and got me 2 Granny Smith apples and this can of 8 crescent rolls, and I'm gonna make us some apple dumplings tonight even, I think, and it'll be a great treat. Hey y'all, I got this recipe off of a channel I follow called Come Sit at My Table, and it called for butter and cinnamon and a few other things, but I already had the other things. So I went ahead and got these. I'm anxious to try it, and let me just tell you something. I am totally going to let y'all know how good it's going to turn out. I know it's going to be good. It can't not be good. So, but I'll let you know. All right, then. Well, that was fun. I hope y'all enjoyed it. And maybe you can put some tips in the comments below about some of the things that y'all do to help save money and everything like that. Okay, so I'm about ready to sign off. I decided to come out here and porch sit a little bit, just get a little bit of peace. Thanks for joining me, and as always, be blessed today, y'all, and find something to smile about. Yeah? Okay. Bye now. See you next time.